Hey, I am glad you're here with me. 1503 East 15th Street in Georgetown, Texas. This is going to be a cool tour with Tom. Let's jump on in to this 3,482 square foot house on over a half acre, 0.56 according to the records I have, on a house that is definitely mid-century modern, built in 1955 for, well, a local doctor whose name is still well known. In fact, his son became a doctor as well. This house is listed at $1,550,000 and brought to you courtesy of Janet Hewlett of Kuper, Sotheby's International Realty. But check out, and I mean everything. These windows are fantastic. I'll show you a floor plan a couple of times, but those windows go floor to ceiling and ceiling to floor, and this was definitely renovated. It's a 3-bedroom, 3.5 bath. Each bedroom has its own bathroom. Here's a little, I don't know what to call it, a study area, but pay attention to that half-wall brick wall. Maybe you could put that mirror image of that wall down at the other end. That's something we'll discuss. But there's plenty of storage and there's plenty of history. There's the house back in the day. And if you choose to make this house yours, maybe we can negotiate to get that included. I don't know if you noticed, but they're those great, instead of having the downspouts, the chains that gently bring the water from the rooftop down to the ground without a splash. Bathroom and bedroom number 1. Notice the salmon color tile in here, and it's repeated there in the shower. This bedroom is a little bit smaller, not hugely, well, not tremendously smaller. Interesting choice of words, but definitely smaller because of the study area. But there is plenty of storage. I liked this closet because it lets outside light in without allowing prying eyes in. You'll notice throughout the house, there's all kinds of surprises. And if you stick around here for just a little bit longer, I'm going to show you something that really surprised me. Here's bedroom number 2, bathroom off to the right. These windows have the crank out handle, which makes for just a smooth open. This is a double bed and a sitting area, to be sure. If you had a queen or a king, it would fit well. California king might restrict a little bit of flow at the base, at the foot, but it's not going to be significant. So that is bedroom 2, and here's bathroom. Look, I told you there was going to be some different tile. Same, but different. And I didn't get all the way in here for some reason, but it is certainly deeper than the last closet. Maybe you can see that when we check out the floor plan and know where you are here at this lovely house, just a few blocks south of Southwestern. Here is the floor plan, and we're on the right side of the house. Where are we? Well, right there, near the closet. That's one of 2 fireplaces on the left. And gotta show you all of these, all the finery, I guess is what I would call it. It's just a light, but it's just a great choice of a light. Large closet with an outlet. Maybe you never even thought about having an outlet in the closet, but you have now. And what would you use that for? This bump out is so cool. It gives dimension, Sure, you could just have a straight wall and it would be absolutely fine, but this really gives depth and a different feel to the whole house. Consistent flooring throughout, by the way. Nice little recessed bar right there. It's close to plumbing, so maybe, oh, speaking of, we're gonna go look at the utility closet. But speaking of that, maybe you could just connect this water through that wall. Well, there's a furnace in the way, so I'm not a plumber nor an HVAC person. But when possible, be sure that you use somebody highly experienced and preferably licensed. Notice the great detail architecture in the ceilings, all kinds of different light choices, but they all matchy-matchy. They're not all the same. And to be honest, when I went to this first door that we just went past, I had put something in there. I didn't want to show that. And what? Accidentally discovered this gem. I don't think it's designed as a safe room, but it is certainly plenty deep with plenty of storage. Maybe that would be a great place if somebody surprised you, that you could hide whatever you needed to hide in there so you could keep up your fantastic image. This house, by the way, really strikes me as a great place to have a party. Here's where we are now in the lower part of the kitchen. We're going to kind of go around. Now, this floor plan of mine does not somehow account for the center island. Just getting you an idea of what these look like. We've got soft close drawers and doors throughout the house, including these cabinet doors. Eight-burner stove brought to you by Big Chill, as is the dishwasher. Oh, and there's just a reminder of the discovery. What would the world do without me? Well, I don't know if I'll ever know. But do you see how wide open this is? It's just tremendous distance from front to back. By the way, the front yard is on 15th Street, and the back, which is where your driveway is on 14th Street. We'll take a look at the carport here in a little bit, but this kitchen seems to have everything, certainly everything I would need, including a way to let the sun shine in. And it is certainly a gold-colored sink. I don't believe it's actually gold. Sorry to disappoint you. Little eating area, breakfast area, close to the carport, the back of the house. Stackable full-size washer and dryer, soaker sink. I really like that backsplash. And in that closet right there on the left is the other on-demand water heater. It is gas. Here's another cabinet. That fireplace to me is reminiscent of the Brady Bunch. I need to verify that, but anyway, that's what it flashes me back to. What do you think about those cannonballs or whatever they actually are? I think that's really interesting. Great talking point. There's the carport. Don't worry, we'll take a look at that when we get out there. Setting sun, I timed this pretty well. By the way, if there's a house that you'd like to see, or maybe you're an agent, you'd like to have your house featured, just reach out to me. I'm glad to do it. I tend to favor single stories, but it's not necessarily that. I like mid-century modern. I like houses on bodies of water and houses with interesting pools. What are your likes? That is a wall of doors. You could open up all of those on whatever social event that is for you. Probably not in the middle of the summer, but it would certainly do well. Heck, let's go outside. Little hiccup on that editing. Let's go outside and check things out. Not your basic cement. Well done, well thought of, well landscaped. Well, look at this. This is just pretty cool. We're looking east and now looking north up the driveway. We'll get a better look at that driveway here in a few minutes. Let's come on in and just take a look around. By the way, this place was originally built in '55 by an Austin architect, pretty well known, Claude M. Pendley. And now where the heck are we? There's the front door. Oh, what are we doing here? Taking a quick look around, I guess. There we go. Now we're heading down. Before we head in, let's get a little perspective here. We're on the left side. There's the hallway. Oh goodness, it disappeared quickly. I'm sorry about that. You might need to go back and pause. Those dimensions are deemed to be highly accurate, but you can't rely on those necessarily. Brought to you courtesy of a company called Cubicasa, C-U-B-I-C-A-S-A. And I'm glad that I'm able to give you a perspective on this so you get a better idea of where things are. Big windows, and in this window right here, that's where I was talking about maybe mirroring that half wall just to give you a little bit more privacy. Is that something that you would do? Obviously it would match that wall. You've got private access. Maybe you want to sneak in on a Christmas or birthday to bring gifts in without being seen. That's a great idea. Maybe I'll take this house myself. The redesign on this house was through architect Richard Elsasser and Davilla Designs. Maybe it's Davilla Designs. I'll just blame my gringosity, my gringo-ness on not knowing for sure if it's supposed to be Davilla or Davilla. But isn't this cool? Mid-century meets modern. You know, in another 20 years, it'll be mid-century again. Comes complete with your microphone. I'll be glad to come over and sing to you. Well, I'll sing outside. I'm about to show you my fancy camera. Check that out. That's right, boys and girls. This is about, as I mentioned, 3 blocks south of Southwestern University. And here's some good information. If you want to go towards town, you can actually go west on 15th Street and then just a block past Olive to Maple and turn right, and you'll come up at the southwestern corner of Southwestern University. Didn't even do that on purpose, if you believe that. Where there's a traffic signal so you can get out with more ease. But you're very close to all kinds of things, including the tollway. That gives you a pretty good idea of the outside. We'll kind of give you a little spin around towards the end, which is only 3 minutes away. But let's check out the only half bath with the crazy cool wallpaper. I don't know about you, but when I'm in a place like that, I tend to find little designs in the wallpaper. All right, now just a nice steady turn about the living area. Those are some crazy chairs. Kind of have our backs to the area where the utility closet is. And this is just as the sun is going down, light and bright, and so well done. My question is, what do you like and what would you change? And here's what it looks like to come home. We're heading down the driveway. And even the carport is well done because the walls on the carport are on the north side and on the west side, which protects you from the wind and the driving rain, and typical rain conditions prevail. Mostly pecan trees throughout, a few live oaks, some really great trees. And the designer thought it was a good idea to put these blocks in so that if there was settling, you could just replace them, not replace them, with much more ease. But that's the end of this, and until next time, on Tours with Tom, we'll see you on the video.